mean, I love how he plays games because when I play games, obviously it's pretty bad and he's actually like good at games, but I like to play things chaotically. So eventually when I get more confident, this will be me. I mean, not to this degree, but badly can I mess it up on purpose. Although sometimes I still do that, like with Stanley, I purposely kind of, because I had played it before, so I kind of messed it up. But yeah. Let's see how bad this is. Me. There.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out Chocolate Factory today. Director of this game, thank you for a key and an early look at it. And also, this video is sponsored by World of Tanks, but more on that in a little bit. But enough talk. New game! Okay, here we are in the wild world of Candy Place. And the game's already trying to give me pointers.
I'm pretty sure every single person, every kid probably has had a dream about living in a world all made of candy. Like, I feel like there was a show where there was a whole world of like ice cream or something, or like chocolate, and I just have like a really vague memory of watching something about that. I feel like every kid show has that episode where they go to like a world made of, or they have a dream about a world made of candy. Yeah, as somebody who doesn't really eat candy and that's allergic to dairy, I can relate. But oh my gosh, so I would have dreams as a kid. Because I'm allergic to a lot of stuff and my allergies were worse when I was a kid, and some got better, some got worse. I have some new ones. But anyway, I would have dreams as a child of breaking into like cafes and like places that sold, what's the word I'm looking for? Like sweet shops, you know, and like breaking into all the cases and just eating all the donuts and eating all the like sweets and stuff, because I wasn't allowed to have any of that stuff. No chocolate, nothing. I wasn't allowed. I mean, not that I don't really like chocolate. I know, a big shocker, but anyway, so I'd have dreams about just like eating all the candy and and then I'd wake up and be like, well, I can't actually eat it anyway, so at least it was fun while it lasted. But anyway, let's see how this goes.
E to close, thank you. But while we're looking in this space, it looks like we have one item currently. A good old pickaxe. Made out of?
Possibly is it just grass, also or can made out of chocolate. Grass?
Yes, thank you, game. Press G to open the tech tree. I see that. I don't need the help right now. So it looks like we have a lovely world here full of candy creations. Yes, thank you, game. I know. You know, stuff like lollipops and what looks to be kind of like gummy candy. And oh boy, is it oh so colorful. Yes, I know, thank you. And the land is just covered with surprises. Like, look at that over there. Candy corn trees. Cool. I love candy corn. Okay, fine, I'll press G to open the tech tree. Will it get you to stop? Okay.
Oh, you know what those trees remind me of? So when I was little, my mom would do this thing where she would, during Christmas, she would get like 2 candy canes and like chocolate, like the little squares that were individually wrapped, and she would make like a little like sled or like a little train. Like she would glue it together, like they were all sealed, and she would glue it together with hot glue and make, like, we wouldn't eat it. It was just like a decoration, just because like, it's like, you can look but you can't eat. But no, because my brother kind of has the same allergies as me too, but and so does my dad. But my mom could eat it. But I eat dairy anyway. But anyway, yeah, so it was really cool. She would make like a whole like, and then sometimes I'd get like the little mini like bears and stuff, like the little, not chocolate ones. Well, actually, no, they were chocolate. No, they were. Yeah, like the little, were they like nutcrackers, or they were like just and put them, but you could eat it. You could eat it. You just like, because the glue's on the outside, so like you could eat it and take it apart. I'm pretty sure my brother did take it apart at one point and eat it. But like, yeah, I think there is. But it was the wrappers were on the, you know, it was foil wrappers, so like the hot glue didn't. But yeah, there is edible glue. A lot of people who do like confection stuff, I think, use that for. I don't know how it works. Don't ask. I don't know the technical terms, but yeah, so that triggered a memory of being a kid and making those like little whatever, trains and sleds and stuff for Christmas. That's just a weird memory, but okay.
Here's the glorious tech tree, which it looks like now we have access to two things. One, we've got sugar crystals. Excellent.
Okay.
And the other, chocolate rock. Hey, and look, there's a chocolate rock right now. Why do I have to mine this? Why can't I just put my mouth on it? Or hey, why not both? Why not put my mouth at the bottom of the screen right here and just let it run all into my face? Okay, so that's the glory of chocolate clay. Oh, and what's this over here? Is this ghost candy? I bet it is. Oh, right, it's sugar. Yeah.
Ghost candy? It needs to be ghost candy. That reminds me, the one candy I did eat was the rock candy, and they would have it on, like, you can get it, like, when I go on field trips at, like, places, they'd have it in, like, the gift shops and stuff, or, like, a lot of places have it, and it was, like a lollipop, but it had rock candy, yeah, because that, obviously, really bad for your teeth, but, I would just let it melt a little, but, yeah, it's just basically this. It's basically this, like, sugar crystals, and sometimes it had flavoring in it. Sometimes I'd get like the plain one because it didn't have any added like anything, no dyes or anything. It's like crystallized sugar basically. That's basically what it is. And so like if all the candy you can eat is probably, I mean, all candy is probably not, doesn't have the best nutritional value, but you know, it didn't have dairy in it. So that's what I would eat. Yeah. It's pretty good. I really loved cotton candy and bubblegum flavors when I was a kid. I think I mentioned the other day I really liked bubblegum ice cream, which was really strange as a kid. I don't anymore, but when I was a kid, I liked those two flavors, probably because they weren't dairy. I mean, ice cream obviously was dairy, but I could get dairy free. But anyway, but bubblegum and cotton candy and that kind of, those flavors were really good. So I would get the rock candy that were those flavors. Also grape was a good flavor. Because a lot of medicine here tends to be cherry flavored. So no, cherry was not my favorite. Black cherry tastes completely different. Black cherry candy is good. Or anything sour, obviously, anything sour, but rock candy, I actually was probably the one candy that wasn't sour that I actually did like. That wasn't dairy.
Definitely sugar crystals and not blue meth. Okay, good. Now we have plenty of sugar crystals that look like we could stab someone with them. Right next to our steaks. No, wait, chocolate. It's chocolate. And my God, am I excited to just do so much with all this candy. I mean, if this were real, I bet everything is edible. I bet this tastes like cotton candy, and I bet this tastes like cocoa. Honestly,
it could be like, is it ube or dragon fruit or like, you know, like it could be like red bean. You know, I like red bean buns. They're so good. Oh my gosh, now I want that. No, that reminded me of it, but it did.
And things everybody hates, but I love them. Not to mention this, a river of piss. Gosh, I'm just so hungry now. Oh my goodness, and what?
Well, that's appetizing. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like some kind of soda, but yeah, why did they choose that color? Of all the colors they could have chosen, why? I mean, it makes it funnier. And is that gingerbread man missing a leg?
What's this? A citizen of Candy Place. Hello, hi. I come in peace. Can we share snacks together? Wait, what are you doing? Ow, stop trying to hit me. Oh my God, don't make me do this. This is not what I was expecting from this experience. I just wanted to... No, I don't want to look at the tech tree right now. Stop bringing this thing up. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Well, he's dead, all right. Oh, I can't even search his body or eat his face. Well, that'll teach you. We could have just been friends. Hey, what was that? Why, that must be World of Tanks.
Perfect timing, then we'll watch this, but... I love gingerbread now. It's kind of like I've always kind of loved the smell of it. There's a on the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, and I think the Florida one does it too. I can't remember. I think they do. They have like a gingerbread smell set up for Christmas time. But I love gingerbread scented and gingerbread flavored everything, and I love gingerbread, but that gingerbread man was creepy looking. But I even have like perfume that's gingerbread scented and body wash and excuse me, I got the hiccups. I talked too fast. And yeah, my niece and I, every year we make a gingerbread house, and she's, you know, like not that old, but she has a really long attention span, and she spent like several hours with me a few years ago making a gingerbread house. And of course we had to make it pink and all. The one we made last year was all pink, and she decided to take she dumped the sprinkles on it from the top. And so obviously the roof is slanted, so that didn't go over very well. It went everywhere, but it was funny. And there was no pets at the house we were at, so it was fine. We just cleaned it up. Like, it's fine. Like, she learned after the first time not to do that. I'm like, hey, maybe, you know, don't do that again. But it was really cute, the one we made. And then the one we made the year before that was, I think it had more like stuff on the around it. Like, we had like little cookies and stuff of like little people. Like, we did like one for every single person that was there. So it was like a lot of like random like gingerbread cookies standing around. And then I visited this place near me and they had a whole gingerbread house like contest. And so there was a whole bunch of like all the employees at this like resort like did like a whole bunch of gingerbread houses, and it was really cool. And then I know Disney, one of the hotels does the giant gingerbread, I think. But I love gingerbread houses, even though like that gingerbread man was creepy. I'm gonna keep saying that because it was creepy. But yeah, so I love gingerbread and making gingerbread houses and stuff. And I learned to get the pre-made ones if you're gonna be with kids, because waiting for them to dry when you have to glue like the roof and the stuff together, it takes a while. It takes like an hour to like dry. So it's better to get the pre-made ones. But I know some people get really into it and like use a bunch of different kits together. I got one that was like a sugar cookie one year, and it was a Target one. It was really cool. It was really cute. It had like the little dog and everything. But yeah, I got off track. But anyway, let's watch.
The sponsor of this video, World of Tanks, is a free-to-play online extravaganza that anybody can play. Just ask the 100 million players that are already riding and firing sweet tanks right now. Seriously, World of Tanks is available on all of these platforms, but I'm mostly here to talk to you about the PC version, which you can download right now through my link in the description. World of Tanks features massive battles across 40 different battle arenas and features an absolutely ridiculous 800 different tanks to play with. And there's a nice dose of historical accuracy and inspiration, which means authentic models and vehicle characteristics as you command your tank, which you can also modify and upgrade, of course. And if you use the invite code COMBAT, whether you're a new player or you already play, you can get some free goodies. New players get access to the Cromwell B Tier 6 tank, 250,000 credits, and 7 days premium access. Not to mention 3 rental tanks for 10 battles each, which are these 3 tanks here. And if you already play, you get access to 3 days premium access and a 7-day rental of this tank with a crew trained 100% for 10 battles, or a 100,000 credit compensation if you already have this one. And you get the 2D style bargain camouflage. So if this sounds good to you, check out my link in the description and fire up some World of Tanks for free today. Oh, I don't know if it's obvious.
Did you know there's actually I think there's a version of camo that's pink. I don't know who it's by, but it's like which... But anyway, that was a random tangent.
Just by the way, but this is a factory building game, which means it's time to build our first thing, the chocolate crafting table. Wait, hold that thought. I don't have 8 chocolate rocks, but I will. I guess what I got earlier was chocolate clay. How stupid of me to get the two mixed up. Oh my god, I can't keep staring at this stuff. How is anyone supposed to maintain their fit gamer bod when there's all these delicious sweets around?
I know, it's like playing this game if you're like a baker, and then you'd be like, to go bake some now. Like every time, my family is so funny. Every time we'll watch like a baking show or something, they'll be like, I can bake, but not that well. But my one of my relatives is like she's like the designated baker of the family. Like she can make, she's really good, like really, really good. Like, and she's also an artist, so she can like draw stuff. Like when she makes cookies and stuff, it's like really, really well done. But if she's not available, then I'll make something, and so I can make like gingerbread cookies, sugar cookies, like a few different things. Usually, because I'm not the only one who's semi-gluten sensitive in my family, so I'll make the gluten sensitive ones sometimes. But like I said, the other person's better at it. But yeah, so I'll make stuff occasionally, and it's like I said, it's always after we're all sitting together watching this, and then they're like, "Can you bake some cookies, please?" And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I love watching people cook and bake and stuff because I can't really. Is that a giant gingerbread man on the left there? Or is it like a, oh my gosh, that is giant. I think it is. Imagine this, but spooky version, like a Halloween version with all like the Halloween candy. That would be so cute with like ghost gingerbread. Oh my gosh. I want to make a haunted house, a haunted gingerbread house. I'm going to do that this year. That's a good idea. I pat myself on the head. Good idea.
Of this game is our character was just like, drop me off on this planet, I'll figure it out. Oh, wait, I think this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, a chocolate rock deposit. Now we've done it. Technology chocolate rock complete. Look at it glistening. All that sumptuous chocolate
like
going to waste
in
right into the ground. Okay, now it's time to build a crafting table with my chocolate gummy price gun. Let's put it right here next to what could be a Twizzler or possibly bone marrow. And place. Well, there it is.
I don't know
my
what that is.
sacrificial chocolate altar. Oh my goodness, look at all the things we can craft. Chocolate bars, chocolate plates. Game. I know. What do you want from me? Here, you want me to just go to the tech tree right now? Fine. Show me what else I need. Okay, the first things are a power box, your main electricity hub, not to mention a cotton candy generator. Finally, it's all coming together. No, not you. You're not invited. Go away. Okay, here we are. There's those 3 things we talked about. Easy. If we click this, we just magically get one. Or I could just hold down the button and really just get some chocolate going here. And while we're here, we'll make some chocolate plates, as well as
I don't really like chocolate, so this is not... I mean, I had chocolate yesterday. Occasionally I like it, but I don't know. I know white chocolate's not technically chocolate, but I don't know. It tastes better to me. I don't know. I don't really like chocolate, but hey.
Some cocaine donut holes and some sugar drawer handles. And now we're plenty equipped to make this power box. Ta-da! What a beaut, I think. I like that not only is this beautiful chocolate, but now you can skip actually texturing it. Everybody wins. Not really sure what that up arrow is for. I thought maybe there was something I could push on, because this thing is a different color. Nope, guess not. It must just be to let us know that electricity goes in here. And now let's make our cotton candy generator. Let's see, how stupidly am I allowed to place this? I mean, being able to place it up here like this is kind of dumb. And I do appreciate how far your reach is. Look at that, I can place it all the way over there. Oh, I have an idea. How about we place it right on top of this candy pile? Yes, that's probably going to be future-proof, and I'll tell you why. Because if you walk close enough to this, it says this. Build a capable machine on top to mine. Can't wait for that step to come up and see how this goes. And now let's add those power poles. Or wait, hold on. We have something else we have to do. Hey, you, stop all this. I know it's just a gingerbread guy, but why does it feel so visceral when I punch him in the face? And then it makes this horrible noise when I finish him off. Like all this gingerbread bashing is gonna take a toll on my soul. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right, power poles. And it looks like these work just like you think they would. Put down a thing, and it connects things to the chocolate thing. And I'm gonna assume I can just make a bunch of these, right? And just make everything horrible and gross looking? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Geez. Go ahead and let your imagination run wild. So long as your imagination craves not aesthetically pleasing things. I also don't think I have any control over...
I don't know why. Now I'm kind of hungry. Even though I don't really like chocolate. I don't know, I'm kind of hungry. Oh my gosh, I actually have Oreos right here. I forgot I had these. Oh, I guess that counts as chocolate.
For where the power lines connect. But it looks like something is connecting here, as well as connecting to our thingy over here.
Why does that look like a train?
And now to get this thing to produce some power, which in order to do that, we need to feed it some cotton candy, which means I have to make it first. Here it is over in the build menu. Just gonna take 2 of these blue sugar crystal thingies. And after
it's like you took too long and it melted. Like, the sun is so bright. How is that not melting? Like, I guess it's like freezing. You're inside a giant freezer, so it's just... I still want to know what that grass is supposed to be made out of. I'm like staring at it like, is it just like...
After we've done that, we have boatloads of cotton candy to shove into my face. And by that, I mean put cotton candy into the engine. Okay, now it's producing 2,000 power.
I'm sure everybody has seen the video of the raccoon that washes cotton candy. I feel so bad for him. Oh, cotton candy's so good, but it's so sticky, but it's really good. It just always melts so fast. It's so good, though.
and consuming 0. Is it sugar too? I'm an American, just produce it into all my food. Here, let's do a little test. We've got our chocolate rocks here, and soon we'll be done with the days where we come up to it and just start smacking it a bunch. Instead of doing all that, it's time to automate. So we're gonna build one of these things. A tier 1 extractor. Can extract resources from ore deposits such as chocolate and sugar. I'm gonna start using these terms when I eat donuts. I'm just extracting resources. Oh, and this machine knows what it wants. If you get close enough, it just snaps right to it. Here you
What resources are you getting other than, I mean, joy, right? Joy. I'm pretty sure there's no nutritional value in donuts. Maybe a little bit of like, because there's dairy, so I don't know. I don't. Joy. That's my answer.
go. Ta-da! There we go. Our beautiful chocolate extractor with all kinds of weird stuff coming off it. I shouldn't say that. I don't know how this science works. Okay, where's my chocolate? It says it's producing 1 every 1 second. Oh, there it is. That said, I'm pretty sure this thing taps out at 100. Well, we're about to find out. Yep, there it goes. The whole machine stopped. Well, to accompany that, we're gonna make a smelter, which we'll go ahead and place right in here among all the power poles. There we go, looks perfect. It's honestly almost camouflaged. But in order to get things from here all the way over to the smelter, we're gonna use my favorite thing of all time, conveyor belts. Okay, let's see, how does this work? I'm assuming it'll just clip on, right? Yep, there it goes. And now we can just drag it anywhere we want. And this is gonna go probably about as well as you think it's gonna go. Look at that luscious chocolate conveyor belt with these weird ripples that I assume push things forward.
Like Kit
Yep,
Kats.
there it goes now. Mmm, so glistening. Okay, now we need to do some tests. Obviously, for one, we need to see how much of this we can do. And this game doesn't care about clipping at all. Excellent. Just what we like to see. And it looks like if we tap control, we can change the height.
Right?
Okay, good. So we know how much we love this stuff. It definitely wants to snap to stuff it can't use, though. But if we're careful, we can still make a gigantic mess.
Oh my
and with our amazing reach, oh my goodness. So much I can do while barely moving. And before you know it, this looks something like this. Now, I know I could have gone.
Look at that. That is amazing. It almost looks like a fountain, like in the middle with like, or like a really insane roller coaster. Oh my gosh. That looks. Oh, I wonder how long it took him to do that. Probably a couple hours. I don't know. That's insane. So much to look at.
A lot more nuts than this, but I wanted to pace ourselves. It is our first building after all. And I didn't want to make the journey too long for this stuff.
Get too crazy.
I did, but I tried to hold back. So here's one thing I noticed about the conveyor belts in this game that I'm not used to. When it comes to the verticality of a belt and if it twists and stuff, this game seems to care a lot less, which pleases me greatly. There's nothing I like to see more than semi-impossible climbing to the sky. Like, look at this one. It's basically completely straight down. Before doing a little twisty thing, crisscrossing over other crap, heading down that way, and then heading back up. Anyway, just as exciting as we're about to connect this thing up to the smelter.
I mean, we're literally playing a game about a candy world, not realistic at all. So of course the gravity and the semantics behind it are not gonna stick. Like, that is just asking for too much, you know? Like, it might as well be completely no laws that are real in real life. Defies the laws of physics.
And because it's chocolate rocks going in, we're gonna tell it to make chocolate bars. And what a grand sight it is to see everything moving. Oh, except for this. Electricity is down. I feel like I just refilled this thing. Here, have some more cotton candy. And stop being so needy. Actually, no better time than now to put some extractors on top of these sugar crystals. Overlapping with another structure. Well, color me surprised. I didn't think you would care. Okay, let's move this temporarily. And then now place the extractor. And then to my total amazement, I actually can't get it to place it on this. Well, that's fine. Since we have amazing reach, instead I'll just put it, let's see. There we go. Yeah, that seems good. Yes, all the way out there. But I don't want this thing to ruin my view. So let's go ahead and hide it, you know, behind all of these poles. Yes, there we go. Much better. We'll never know it's there. And then, of course, we're gonna need this thing here to pull the sugar. And then progressively turn it into cotton candy to shove back in that thing. So first we're gonna put down a smelter, and what the hey, let's go ahead and put it in this river of Gatorade. Lemon lime Gatorade. And now that that's in position, let's go ahead and put down something called a crafter. But for that, we're gonna need something called sugar cable.
I think I saw a lemon floating in there, so I think it was supposed to be lemon lime something soda, or like grape might have been a better choice, or, you know, like blueberry, but, you know, That's asking too much.
A lot like regular wire, but whatever. Easy enough to make, though. Basically, it starts with this blue meth and then turns into a donut hole, then turns into sugar wire, then turns into sugar cable. Couldn't be
thank you
more
for explaining
simple.
that.
Let's see. Let's take this, and we'll go
Such
ahead and
a perfect
put it all the way
explanation.
up there. Excellent. And of course, it's time for the fun part, called connecting everything to conveyor belts. So that goes in there, and then all we need to do is wade through all this sumptuous goodness. See, just gotta place it right there.
So appealing.
Okay. And then allow this to run under the water before heading all the way over to this thingamabob. And then over here at the crafter, we're gonna set this to make cotton candy and then send it over yonder to our cotton candy power plant. Ah, geez, where is it? Wow, I think I've gone the wrong way. I don't remember delicious jello molds. Ah, well, I'm sure we'll find it eventually. At least this gives us a chance to see the sights. And oh my god, what is that? Marshmallow, is that you? Oh, hey, actually, I think that's the way we're supposed to go. Thanks for the extra help, little guy. Oh, there it is.
Thank you for the follow, fellows. Oh my gosh, did you see the... Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh. That was adorable. The gingerbread man? No. But the marshmallow, it's probably evil. It's probably not nice. I liked that other area better. It was more purpley. He needs to go back to that area. This area is it's too neon.
Silly me, I went completely out of the way and finally connected. So really at this point, as soon as I put this in, everything should start working. Okay, let's go see if that's true. Well, this is certainly promising.
Ooh.
Our wild sugar crystals are on their way, slowly making their way to the crafter and forcing their way into a slot they don't really fit in. Meanwhile, this dude just creeps in the background. I get it, buddy. I'd want to eat it too. Either way, in comes the crystals and out comes actual sugar. Oh wow, that's not at all what I thought it was gonna look like. I'm sure it's just candy that goes on down here and has itself a nice bath. Mmm. That's okay. It comes out the other end totally sanitized. And then it rolls right here into the crafter, and it's kind of hard to see because I shoved the conveyor belt into the ground. But there's more processed chunks coming out. Mmm, delicious cotton candy. Anyway, they take a fun journey where they can overlook the glorious coastline while they make their way into a different biome, winding around new and exciting sweets, some of which are just outright horrible.
That's terrifying. That's adorable. Look at that. I feel like it was really popular like a couple years ago, probably more than that. The gummy bears, like there was so much gummy bear stuff, and there was like lamps and stuff. They were like jelly, but they probably weren't actually like they just like kind of looked jelly. I don't know if they actually were when you touched them. I don't know if anybody got those. But oh my gosh, I love gummy bears. They're so cute. I have a bunch of gummy bear charms that I got that I need to make into jewelry, because I like making jewelry. That's another thing I like to do. I like to put together jewelry, but oh my gosh, so cute. I think it's cute. I don't know. I like creepy stuff though, so what does that say about me? Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Yeah, I'd still eat it. And eventually it finds its way over to the generator, which in turn powers all of our stuff. Couldn't be more simple. And now back over to this thing, where we're gonna take this conveyor belt and come on, there we go. And Sandy, we're gonna run this thing around and you know the drill. And then add a crafter right through the belt, because why not? And connect the whole thing together. Oh my god, all this chocolate, I can't deal. And you start making plates, and by producing these in the crafter, we've unlocked this beauty, the chocolate bar weapon. Oh my god, look at this thing. Why does it have this brick texture on it? You know what? I don't know why I care.
I like that this game has that too. You don't just build it and make it like actually you could fight the make it like that's really funny. That's really funny.
I'm just gonna use it on the local inhabitants. Hello. Oh god, I'm sorry I did that. I'm just kidding. I'm not sorry. Oh,
it's kind of cute.
Well, it's a shame I can't just eat you now, because I absolutely would. Eyes, face, and teeth, it would all be inside me. Well, it sure felt good to get my bloodlust out. Anyway, we got some new goals here, like building splitters, like which fine, but what I really want are base foundations and these base walls. But also,
I feel like they would be cuter if they just had 2 teeth and they were like vampire cookies. They would be way cuter that way. I don't know. I like monsters though too, but I don't know. There was something about it was off for me aesthetically.
So what is this? A farm? Corn? Well, let's get going, I guess. But we gotta take care of our production line first. We're already making chocolate plates and cotton candy. But we'll also set up some stuff for sugar wire and sugar cables. What a weird bunch of things I just said. But in order to set up those two things, we need access to this sugar, which at the moment is feeding into this machine, which is busy making piles of yellow snow. So we really need the splitters first, which aren't unlocked yet. And in order to do that, we need to unlock chocolate bricks, which in order to do that requires us extracting chocolate clay. No problem. It's that stuff we mined at the beginning of the game. Here we go. Here's one right here. Let's make sure though. Yep, chocolate clay. That's the good stuff. All right, extractor, get on there. Excuse me. No looky, dude, no touchy. Wait, what am I doing? I've got this thing. You stop that right now. Feel free to looky at the ground. Yes, yes. Let the evidence sink into the grass. And we're gonna need to feed this into a smelter, which, God, I wish I could just put it up here. Come on, game. Can I have this, please? Maybe I just need to be up higher looking down. Okay, now I'm up above. Let's see if I take this thing and hold on. Come on. Come on. All right. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's the reality I wanted. Thank you. Now I'm oh so happy with what we can do. And can't forget to run all the way up here and set this thing to make some chocolate bricks. Okay, and now that all these machines are running, sending these glistening pieces of chocolate clay into that machine and sending us these sumptuous chocolate bricks, it's time to unlock the splitter. Now we can take these sugar crystals here and split them off and use them to build the other things we were talking about. Actually, before we do that, I just noticed we have some new fun things, like foundations and stairs and walls and stuff. Hang on a second, now I'm curious. Oh, I guess I can't just put down stairs on their own. But if I put a foundation down first, which appears to have actual red bricks, or maybe they're candy or something, with a nice glistening center.
Yeah, like those, like, I don't know the name of them, but there's like those candies that are like hard candies. I've never had them, but I always see them. Like you go to a candy store and you know, you can like scoop all the candies. They have them all on the wall and they have like the little like Lego bricks, but they're candy. I don't know what they taste like, or I'm assuming they're like really hard to chew, but that's what that reminds me of. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that's what that reminds me of, like the Lego candies.
It's really comfortable to walk on. Anyway, it looks like now I can put stairs in front of it as well as on top of it. What a beaut. Let's see, how can I go higher than this? My first thought is to take another foundation piece, place it here in front, then maybe put another one up above, but it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. Maybe what I need is one of these fancy walls first. And then maybe oh wow, that is a really fancy wall. These aren't even the same height now, but it does appear to be letting me use a ceiling tile, so good enough for me. I don't care if there's a gap. In fact, I almost like that better for that bespoke irregular look.
That's like me when I try to build stuff. I'm just like, ignore that gap. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's fine. Just pretend it's not there, or do. I don't know. Maybe it's part of the aesthetics.
Excellent. I can put stairs on these. And once again, it's looking real good.
Oh, nice.
Everything lining up perfectly. And then we can put another wall and then put a ceiling tile again. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Besides visual perfection, let's see how high this can go, which is apparently about this high. Wow, it really just keeps going, doesn't it? And as you can see, I started to build some.
I was just like, how does he still have like, how is the frame rate not like broken? Oh my gosh.
Basic infrastructure because I thought I needed to, by way of these very fashionable columns. And then I realized I don't have to do that. You can just build into the sky. Not that these columns wouldn't have been a good idea, although I did realize a bit of a problem with these. On the plus side, these columns can be built right into this chocolate ocean. However, there is a bit of a downside. There's an invisible wall right here. And if we crouch, now we can see why. Thank goodness for how shallow this is. That does mean, however, as we look around the world, there is like a definite cutoff to where we can and can't go. Like this gummy island over here is just out of our reach. Then I thought maybe I need this thing to get over there. The paraglider. But that means we gotta unlock this farm, and then unlock corn, and then cornmeal, and then corn syrup, and then this lollipop, followed by this reinforced chocolate plate, until we can finally get to the paraglider. And that might work, but do you know what else works? Our giant staircase. Here, allow me to show you. Ignore all of these columns. They don't need to be there, but I'm still not gonna.
How long? I wonder how long it took him to make that and how long it's gonna take him to get all the way to the top of that staircase. Like, I'll see these travel videos of people going up these like really big staircases, and I'm just like, that looks like a workout by itself. Like, somebody's like, oh, what did you do today? You know, you were gone for 10 hours. Like, I just walked upstairs and then walked downstairs and 10 hours went by.
Gonna remove them. That's a bunch of history I don't want to delete. Okay, so I've been running up this a little while, and you can tell because if we look down, here's the entire island. What a beautiful world of treats and sweets. So let's keep going. Okay, so here we are at the very top of how far I've built. And we're not like all the way to the edge. But as you can see, we're past where the columns can go, which of course means it's time to keep going. Okay, so I've been building these stairways for God knows how long. And I'm starting to think there is indeed no limit. Look how far away everything is. This is the landmass of the whole game. Outside of that, it's just clear blue ocean with its perfect waffle texturing. Well, now I have to know what happens when we jump off. Let's find out. Well, I can tell you one thing. Our view distance is limited. It's not even loading in the rest of the stairs. Also, if we're here making like a fun, fancy Candyland, why am I dressed like a biker? Okay, we're about to hit the chocolate. Let's see what happens. You know, I don't know what I was expecting. And then we slowly keep falling, enjoying the underside of these land masses. Okay, well now we know. Let's go ahead and use this unstuck option to get out of here. Oh, or it could do nothing at all. Well, that's okay. After all, this has never gone badly before. Well, there go my hands. Well, now I wish I had that glider. Okay, we're back. Let's not try that again.
Hilarious. I had to load it. I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting to do that. But that's what I would do. Yeah. It's like must jump.
Earlier save just to get us out of there. Needless to say, we can go very, very far. Anyway, let's move on to making this farm thing. Farm different crops. Okay, so here's our farm. Still don't understand what it means to have one, especially one that looks like a chocolate microscope. What are my options? Tell me. And right now, all we have is this corn. Okay, produce. My God, it really is just producing corn. How is this even possible? All right, hang on. Now I got some questions. Let's pick this thing up off the ground, and instead I climb up.
It's a Candyland. Don't question. Don't question the logistics.
Up somewhere really high, like right here should probably do. Can I build the farm somewhere up here?
Yes.
The answer is a glorious yes. And once I go ahead and we're fine. Can't forget to get power up there. Well, that was easy. And now I have to wonder if this thing is still gonna deliver to us amazing, delicious corn.
Yep.
Huh. Well, that'll teach me, I guess, to doubt the farming process. Okay, hang on. As unbelievable as this is, you could argue that in the game's logic, this candy tree is something that you could farm from. What if instead, I build a farm on a foundation, and then remove the foundation parts, so now the whole thing is just floating? Will this result in amazing corn?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I see. It's just good old-fashioned magic. At least we got to the bottom of that. And at least now we have all this corn.
See, when in doubt, magic. That's the answer. That's the answer. Or bats. That's my answer for everything.
Well, that's all good enough for me. We've added amazing lines of corn to our factory. I challenge you to name a better combination than mystical corn on the cob with giant boulders of glistening chocolate.
That actually, like, mystical corn on the cob. For some reason, I'm picturing this, like, cafe that's, like, magic themed, like, unicorn, and, like, it's corn on the cob, and it has, like, a unicorn. I don't know. That's what I was picturing.
And now to set up another crafter, which I sure would like to place on the top of this cupcake. Okay, and now that I'm up here, besides wishing I had M&Ms that were life-size, that I could both eat and use as a body pillow, let's go ahead and build a crafter, which it's gonna let me do while I'm inside it, apparently. Works for me. And now all we need to do is connect the corn right to it. Yep, there it goes. Oh, boy. And we're gonna take that corn and turn it into cornmeal. And we'll just run this down the other side, where if we stare down at this thing long enough, we should see some cornmeal. Oh, delicious. My beautiful cornmeal. And now it's time to take those sumptuous offerings and run them through. Oh, yeah, okay. Get in there. Yes, perfect. Give my cornmeal a little glazing on the way through. And we're gonna build our next thing around all of these cookies. Okay, so those,
but these are actually cute. The other one was like super creepy, but these are actually cute. And now I want a gingerbread cookie. But only like the soft ones, the soft like gingerbread, not the like super, you know what I mean? Like the soft baked ones. Those ones are better, in my opinion.
There we go. It fits right in. And we're going to set this one to make corn syrup. Is it really going to look like that, do you think? I guess we're about to find out.
just bottles.
Oh, wow. It really is. It's like disgusting reality just smashed us in the face. You know, that bright red cupcake in the background's taking on a different light now. Whatever, we're gonna find a way to love it all the same. After all, why have all this other stuff when obviously we could just manufacture these cheap bottles? Look at our gingerbread guy. It's like he's vomiting them out right now. Which in the spirit of change, we're gonna run it over into yet another biome. In fact, I wonder if we can put our next factory piece in the middle of this jello thing.
Yeah.
Let's see, it doesn't really want to. But let's see, maybe I can just shove myself in here and then put it in. Oh, we can bounce off of it, because of course we can. But I bet if we bounce off it a certain way, maybe, oh, there we go. Okay, I do believe we're inside of it now. How exciting. We better make this work. We can't embarrass ourselves in front of the corn syrup.
Those little like marshmallow twisty thingies on the left there, I saw somebody make, because a lot of people make candy, like fake candy jewelry, and I was really into it years ago. And so I made them because I like making jewelry, and I made jewelry. I like putting together jewelry and like with metal and stuff, and then also clay, polymer clay. And so I made those out of polymer clay, twisted them, and then I like glazed them, and then put like sugar, fake sugar, so like not sprinkles, glitter on it. And then I made, I drilled a hole and made like a bracelet. I think I still have it somewhere. It just reminded me of it. I think I still have it somewhere. I made like a bracelet and like, I don't know if I made a necklace. I think just a bracelet of it. But it was like that, like all the swirly marshmallow things, which I never actually had those. But oh my gosh, the little marshmallow guy, they're so cute. I've never actually eaten that candy, but I made a jewelry that looked like it years ago. I have to find it. I don't know where it is. But anyway.
And it looks like, yes, now we can build it in here. And before I leave, I should probably connect it too. And this thing's gonna be making lollipops. Ah, God, it takes two things. Well, first we have to see if we can get out of this thing. Come on, let me out.
No. You're trapped.
There we go, did it. And we're free. And as expected, our factory looks absolutely amazing. Actually, I really do like that. Except for these bottles. Optical illusion ruined. That's okay, corn syrup, I forgive you. Anyway, the other thing we need is sugar, which is around here somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. I remember it now. Well, obviously we need to wait until after it's soaked. And somewhere after that is where we're gonna put a splitter. And now it's time to run this all the way back. Can you get in there too? I hope. Can you get in there? Okay, there we go. In you go. Ooh, this one maintains the illusion. And look, out goes the lollipops.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely breathtaking. Oh, the magic that only corn syrup can bring us. Okay, we're almost to the paraglider. We just need to make these reinforced chocolate plates.
So many things.
Wait a minute, what the hell is this? Lollipop weapon. Hold to unlock.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me more. Oh, I see. Well, let's go test it out. Hey there, little guy. How'd you like to face my blade? Yep, feels good, doesn't it?
Don't hurt him. Oh,
well,
I like how he looks like a burnt marshmallow when you smack him, though. That's kind of funny. That detail is kind of funny. Poor him, poor thing. He's just staring because he's gone. He's a ghost marshmallow now.
I'm glad we have that, I guess. Okay, we're almost there. We just need to put down one more machine to make one more thing, which I've gone ahead and put at the top of this, like, meringue thing. And gotta just connect one other thing, since we can't really make the reinforced plates without these. And here's the reinforced ones. Wow, they're just so dark chocolate-like. How scrumptious. Whatever, we have all the supplies we need. Now it's time to unlock the paraglider at last. Okay, let's see how this works. I believe if we just jump, we can deploy with spacebar. Yep, great first test. Okay, let's try that again. Spacebar. Oh boy, there we... Ah, my goodness, that was so fast. Crash. Well, we saw it for a split second. That means it's ready for prime time, which means running all the way to the top again. Now we're ready to go. Okay, let's try it. Yep, we're hang gliding now. And it's a fun little jaunt where we get to look at all of this. But uh-oh. Problem. Looks like we're stuck on the invisible walls. Let's see what happens when we glide into the surface. Oh, we're okay. And if we look under the surface, it looks like we're on the other side of the barrier. Oh, and it's nice to see that Eternity down there has grass. I'm gonna call that Eternity's chest hair. Wait, can I just put a platform down right here? And then maybe try to put stairs. Yeah, leading down. Perfect. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now let's see if we can get around these invisible walls and over to that underworld. Well, the good news is, just like building stairs up, I can keep building stairs down. Here's what we're going for, by the way. We can actually build stuff over to our left as well, but there's one caveat to that. The invisible wall is right here. So part of this is we're kind of charting the space. As an example, the stairs down here we can walk on, but it also means that right here might be where the invisible wall starts. But then I realized if you take a step to the right, suddenly the invisible wall is clear. Now we can build back up. Yeah, take that invisible wall and build this all the way to the top and add a foundation right here. Okay, we're one step closer to understanding how
found all the ways around it. It's like me when I hurt run into something, or I'm like, I get hurt and people are like, how did you do that? How did you hurt yourself on that? How did you get stuck on that? I'm like, I don't know. When there's a will, there's a way. Not that I want to do that, but somehow it just always happens.
This works. And if we climb all the way up here, we still hit another barrier. So give me a second, I'm gonna dig around and see if I can figure it out.
3 hours later. See, there we got time.
Oh, hi. Let me show you what I've been doing for the last several hours. So as mentioned before, if we kind of shuffle...
How many hours do you think that he put into this game? Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
Over to the left, we hit an invisible wall. So we get around that by going all the way to the bottom here, where I put a wall to make sure I don't just run off the edge, which would have been so easy for me to do. And then we can freely walk across all of these stairways. And then we hop onto these platforms and we do a little bit of running all the way down to these other platforms I've made, which is where we run into another issue. Another invisible wall. And it was hard to figure out how to go around this one, but I figured it out. We just go down even farther. And after making our way really far down here, where there's currently an invisible wall between these two stairs, eventually goes away. And then we can head back up. Ah, what a brisk climb up these chocolate stairs. All the while we're hearing this noise. Yeah. Okay, now we're successfully on the other side of the barrier. And now it's time for another stair climb, because now we're finding our way closer to the surface. And now here we have two options. We can either go over here, where I've laid down some foundations that stretch about as far as the entire landmass. Or if we want to head back to the surface, that's what these stairs are for. You just go through all the weird grass as close to this texture as we can. Then we duck and really shove ourselves in there. And then we can just pop out the other side. Ta-da! We're back in civilization.
The explanation just duck and you shove yourself. So very helpful.
I'm gonna celebrate with your death. Feels good. And if we want to go back down there, it's super easy. We just head back to our stairway that takes us to the heavens, run all the way to the top, look off the side, see that right there? That's our target. And now all we need to do is hang glide over to it, getting closer, and just patiently glide our way into a landing. Afterwards, all we have to do is turn around, walk deeper into the moat, and begin the whole process all over again. Couldn't be more simple. And then while we're here underneath the world, there's all kinds of unnatural wonders we can look at. I guess these are technically like the...
It reminds me of like a cave with like gemstones or like geodes and stuff. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that's kind of what it reminds me of.
The roots of the gummy mountain stuff. But then we've also got interesting stuff like this. Mysterious structures. And more than that, we can actually build stairways to go up there and see what they are. So let's head on up there and take a look. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, it just leads to more stuff, I guess.
A giant gingerbread man just spawns down there and just takes him out. I was like, no! My kingdom! I guess it's not that kind of game. No random boss fight spawning underneath the world, you know. Eh. That's my suggestion.
Still pretty neat, though. But I also have another question about something we can do down here. Can we build machines? Well, that seems like a yes so far. This is a farm, by the way. I know they all kind of just look like science. Chocolate science. And I'm gonna assume I can find a way to get some power poles connected. Yeah, there you go, like that. And then we'll just use these foundation pieces to build a little bit further down. Yep, that did the trick. Power poles are within our grasp now. Good, yes, we can totally get power down here. And are we gonna get delicious corn from the underworld? Space under the world, you shouldn't have. Well, I can only think of one thing.
Who wants to create things on the map where, you know, you're supposed to, you know, let's not, I mean, that's his whole point, right? Not to do what you're supposed to do, but that's a new level to make it underneath underneath the map. Oh my gosh. That's perfect. That is perfect. That's genius.
This is going to result in. And that's Corn Mania. I like to call this Space Corn because it's just out of this world.
Space
and hey, did you know this game has windmills and that they work down here in the underworld and that you can aim them any direction and they seem to work? Because all of those things are true. Anyway, you're probably wondering what happens to our amazing corn. Oh, you know, just getting processed into cornmeal just like before getting turned into our true pride and joy, sumptuous corn syrup. Sure is nice to be able to ramp up production for this with so much open space around. Really nice to see everything running like a dream. And as you can see, the corn syrup is going up and up to this beautiful chandelier looking thing that's actually just a bunch of hollowed out shells of some cakes. Drips and everything. Like, and watch as we follow it higher.
Why does that remind me of Star Wars?
Emerge from the chocolate ocean, and that's where their journey ascends to the surface. But that's not the route we're gonna take. We have class, so we're gonna take these stairs. The surface awaits, at which point we can really get a good look at our production line. Look at them just coming out of the earth. And if they came out of the earth, that means they must be natural. And if it's natural, that must mean it's a health food. Well, I have a plan for all that corn syrup. Hey, you, come with me. Can't forget your friend. Yep, follow me. Follow me to a little thing I've made. Come on, come on, don't be shy. Okay, now follow me in here. Now stay put while I lock you in with a wall. Well, I got 2 of them anyway. I'll just go ahead and finish you off the old-fashioned way. There you go. Anyway, there's 2 more running around in there. And now that they're nice and secure...
Isn't that in the movie when he built that whole house? In the Chocolate Factory movie when he built the whole house for him and it like melted? Or the whole like palace for him and it like melted? This is like a fancy like... This would be a cool like exhibit to go to. Like, you know, like they have like the traveling exhibits. Sometimes they'll have like Hello Kitty and it's like the whole like world and they're all built up, but like not made out of like candy, like made out of like whatever buildings are made out of. That'd be cool. I don't know. And then inside is like a candy shop. I'm sure somebody did a pop-up. That's the word I'm thinking of. I'm sure somebody's made a pop-up like that. Like a whole candy house.
We can go on to the next stage of our plan, which is feeding tons and tons of corn syrup into that room. Don't worry, I'm sure it's good for them. And don't you worry about those graphical glitches. These bottles are truly a mystery.
Don't worry about
they've gone remarkably still. I guess that's it. And let's see what we're left with. The perfect corn syrup infused previously living cookie. Prepped and ready for me to ship to every local grocery store. Well, something tells me I know what I'll be doing. Hey you, how would you like to join my growing business? I thought you'd say yes. I want to thank World of Tanks again for sponsoring this video. Linky's in the description if you want to check out the game for yourself. So I hope you had fun. I know I did.
That was hilarious.
And I'll see you next time.
How he made them into a product. It's like you're here for. That was so funny. I loved the little gummy bears. I think my favorite was probably the little marshmallow dude. That was so cute. I don't know. It was all really funny. Can't believe he made the world underneath. I mean, I can believe it. I can believe it.